Welcome back to Wave 3 Listens Live. Almost on Richard's cue, we've got the air ambulance from Air Methods that's getting ready to go back home to their home base. And John Holtgren is joining us. I don't know if you can talk over that thing or not, John, but this is one of your ambulances, right?
Yes, Cindy, it is. It's one of our 10 helicopters that we have in Kentucky.
Okay, so Air Methods is actually, you are a helicopter firm, an air ambulance firm?
We are an air ambulance provider. We operate in 43 states. We have about 320 helicopters and make 100,000 patient flights a year. That's
a lot of patient flights.
It really is.
So typically here in Kentucky, you're moving patients. Is there, do you have typical numbers from where most of the patients come from to get here to U of L Hospital?
Well, they come from all over the state. For U of L Hospital, they probably come from I-75 west over to Paducah.
I have to tell you, at this moment, I'm really hoping that your pilots have a lot of air experience.
They definitely do. Most of our pilots are military pilots. They have a tremendous amount of experience, and just like our medical crews, they have to prove their competency regularly.
Okay. Well, I'm sure they do, that there is a lot of continuing education involved when you're a pilot. So are the pilots actually medically trained, or?
No, because of safety, we really don't even tell the pilots what's wrong with the patient so that they don't take any risks for a child.
Okay. For instance.
Yeah.
It just says a for instance. So the medical professionals, though, that you have in the helicopters that are tending to the patients, it's sort of like a road ambulance as well. It's a matter of getting the patient stabilized and getting them to the hospital, right?
Yeah, we probably can't stabilize a lot of trauma patients. We're trying to buy time.
Okay.
And part of that is our medical care, and part of it is the speed with the helicopter.
Okay.
Because we need to get them into surgery.
Okay. And you see, you've got some video right now. You can see where the patient's getting hooked up to the IV. So obviously there's all sorts of equipment in the helicopters.
Yes, there's all sorts of bags that they can carry to the wrecked vehicle or wherever. Okay. We have ventilators, we have special monitors, we have special radio equipment so that we can talk with the surgeons here and let them know exactly what they're going to see when we get here.
Okay. Once again, it's that communication, Dr. Franklin, and that can be a lifesaver for these patients.
It helps us garner the appropriate resources ahead of time. We can be here waiting on the patient rather than the patient arrive, and then you have to scramble and find everybody necessary to take care of them. We can actually bring in different portions of our team as necessary depending on the patient's need. If they think the patient has significant head trauma, we're going to bring the neurosurgeons down there, and sometimes that extra 5 or 10 minutes can make a real difference. If they've got obvious broken extremities, we're going to try and get the orthopedic surgeons down there as quickly as possible as well. So they do give us a good heads up. We have this whole system called a trauma alert system. Several people's pagers or cell phones all go off simultaneously, and it's based on the information they give us ahead of time, and then sort of filtered through the emergency physicians like Dr. O'Brien, and then they'll decide, yes, this warrants a trauma alert. They push the button, it notifies a lot of people at once.
Okay, pretty amazing system you guys have in place. Really good system. We've got a caller on the line that has a question. As we're looking actually in, seeing some of the video too as well, we're going to go to Randall.
Yes, thank you for taking my call. I just have praises for the trauma unit at U of L. I was in a motorcycle accident back in '94. I'm 04, and EMS pretty much told me that I had no chance, but they went ahead and flew me to University of Louisville Hospital, and they fixed me up. What happened was I was doing 50 miles an hour on a motorcycle, and a John Deere tractor pulled right in front of me, and it cracked my helmet. It hit so hard, and I crushed every bone in my left side of my body, and to this day I can walk perfect. Thanks to the Trauma Center at U of L.
That's pretty high praise there, Randall. Thank you so much for the call. I'm sure Dr. Franklin appreciates it.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much, Randall. One of the things that we sometimes don't get to see are the dramatic outcomes that our patients have 6 months down the road. I'm a surgeon. I'm a trauma surgeon. I fix acute injuries. I don't see these people long term like their family physician or their primary care physician would. And it's especially important for our nursing staff. You can have patients who leave our hospital and we feel like we've done a really good job at a big save, but on the other hand, they still have a lot of debilitating injuries and things to go through, and then they go to rehab. It's great to have them call or come back and visit. The nurses appreciate it, the doctors appreciate it, because sometimes we can't believe how good they look.
Well, and part of it is because of the services like the air ambulance, and you know, we've been showing you some video of inside those helicopters. It's pretty technical equipment in there.
It's very technical equipment. Some of our equipment can cost upwards of $70,000.
Whoa.
And the helicopter themselves can be more than $4 million. So there's a lot of resources that go into this. But you know, it's all part of the team, all part of the trauma team. And just like every part of the team, we try everything we can to make our portion better.
Well, and I think that that's really a key word, because it does start with the first responders, if you will, that are there to see the patient, and continues all the way through to the trauma center.
Absolutely, and we spend a lot of resources going out and helping to teach the first responders at fire departments and EMS agencies. And we've been doing that since we started in 1982 here with this hospital. And it's had a tremendous effect across the state.
Okay, so this is John Holtgren with Air Methods. We're glad that you came by to chat with us. It really has been interesting meeting you.
Thank you, Cindy. It's
interesting to know what you do, and you know, I think the other thing that's important to point out is patients once again come from all over the state, and a lot of it is because of these services that you guys can provide.
That's true.
Okay, so if you have questions, we're going to go ahead and take a really quick break. We've got time for your calls. 571-5263 is the telephone number. We have Dr. Franklin here from U of L, and Dr. O'Brien will be joining us again too. We've got some other video that we're going to show you too. I know that you might remember the story of that brave nanny. We're going to show you some of that, and we'll be right back with Listens Live, so stay with us.